So this is my PSG versus Inter Milan UEFA Champions League final prediction. Of course, we now know who the two teams are in the Champions League final for the season. Simeone's and Sadi's Inter Milan and Luis Enrique's PSG. Obviously, Inter Milan, who paired out one of the best two-headed ties in UEFA Champions League semi-finals against Barcelona. What a game, by the way. Probably one of the games of the season, both heads to be fair. 4-3 after extra time in second head for Inter Milan as well, where it had twists and turns. A lot of twists and turns. When you thought Inter were 2-0 up, I was like, yeah, game over once I saw Inter go 2-0 up. But then Barcelona came back into it. And all of a sudden, I think by the 87th minute, it was 3-2 Barcelona. And everyone was thinking, oh, maybe Barcelona threw and turned them on his head. Then Inter Milan detonated twice another time, and all of a sudden just one of them batting Inter's favour. Then it looks like it kind of trained Barcelona, didn't it, in extra time. It would have felt like a mental pure, because that's what Inzaghi does. One of the best in-game tactic minds out there. While PSG knocked out Arsenal, of course. I think PSG had it more comfortable than Arsenal. Well, I say comfortable. Arsenal had chances, to be fair. Arsenal had chances. You can get chances against PSG, as Arsenal shown. And Arsenal's game plan in the second year, the start of the second year, was perfect. First 10 minutes, put the pressure on PSG. But the problem was, PSG, in the end, hit on the counter and punish Arsenal for the early missed chances. What a goal, by the way, for Fabian Ruiz as well, to make it 1-0. And then second half, PSG missed the penalty with Vitinha, but still went on to start the second with Hakimi, which was ultimately game over, wasn't it, after that, despite Saka's concession goal for Arsenal. I mean, if Arsenal would have got another quickly after the Saka goal, then all of a sudden streaky one time all of a sudden. But PSG killed the game after that, didn't they, after that Saka concession goal. And for me, the best two teams are in the final. Best two teams are in the final for me. I think they've been the best two teams in the Champions League. And not just that, I think PSG have probably been the best attacking team in the Champions League, while Inter Milan probably been the best squad overall in the Champions League, in my opinion. Got the defence, got the wing backs, midfield stud as well. Not as even the forwards do the job as well. Even though they may not be the greatest forwards in the world, Martinez and Thuram, they do the job for Inter Milan. So it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It's going to be interesting because Inter Milan's last Champions League win, well, that's when they last won the UEFA Champions League, was 2010. Pretty sure that was in Munich as well, I'm pretty sure. Let me know down below in the comments if I'm right in that. I think it was Munich or Madrid, it was one of the two. I think it was one of the two in 2010. Let me know down below in the comments. I might be competing one with both, who knows. But I'm pretty sure it was in Munich in 2010. Or am I thinking of Bayern Munich, Chelsea? No, I might be thinking of that final, sorry. Yeah, I might be thinking of that final. It might have been in Madrid then. It might have been in Madrid in 2010. Because it was in Munich in 2012, wasn't it? Because Chelsea won it. Pretty much at Bayern Munich's home turf. So it could be Inter Milan's first UEFA Champions League win since 2010. Also, Inter Milan, it is their first final since 2023 final, when they played Manchester City in the final. And that could be a good omen for PSG, because that was the first time Man City won the Champions League, wasn't it? So it could be an omen for PSG, where Inter Milan have been on the victim of different teams their first UEFA Champions League win. So, and PSG not won the Champions League before, have they? The only final in the Champions League was in 2020 against Bayern Munich. where obviously shit hit the fan in terms of the world, in terms of COVID. And USM Enrique has won the Champions League before with Barcelona. So and he's done an incredible job, USM Enrique, to get this PSG team playing as a team and get them to the final as well. The Dortmund of the idols like Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, they've now reached the final, and it's probably their best chance to win the final as well, to win the first UEFA Champions League as well. That's not me disrespecting Inter Milan, but if you ask PSG start of the season, if you prepare Inter Milan in the Champions League final to potentially win your first Champions League, they'll snap your hand off PSG. Because it's better than having Bayern Munich like they did in 2020. But then Inter Milan would be saying the same. They'll probably say, no, we'll take PSG in the final. Because a lot of the teams Inter Milan have beaten Bayern Munich, they've beaten Barcelona on the way to the final. PSG have beaten pretty much all in this sides on the way to the final. Liverpool, Aston Villa quarter-finals, then Arsenal in the semi-finals, and obviously beat Press in the playoffs as well. By the way, people don't realise that PSG had to qualify from the playoffs because of the new format in terms of the UEFA. So it makes it even more incredible for PSG if they do win the Champions League, because they've done it the hard way. Done through the playoffs as well. Oh, hang on a minute. Might be the Oh no, never mind. But yeah, like I was saying, would make it more incredible for PSG. So, but yeah, in terms of my prediction, then I think I can't call it. I think it will go all the way to penalties. I really do. I think it's that 50-50 of a final for me. I think it is a toss of a coin between both of them. Who take your pick, who you think will win the Champions League, really. And Inter Milan will get chances. I think PSG do concede chances. I know Inter Milan conceded 6 goals over the 2 years in Barcelona, but at the end of the day, that's Barcelona for your unreal attack, to be fair. I think Inter Milan will be more solid defensively this time in the final. And plus it's a final as well, I don't expect a goal fest. It's going to be probably a tense final as well. So I actually think it'll be 1-1. I think it goes straight to penalties. In my opinion, I think it'll be that tense of a final. The win-backs going to be the key battle. DiMarco, Dumfries, then Hakimi and Mendes. You got the battle of the defences as well, with Pato and Marquinhos, Inter Milan, Bastoni, and other centre-backs as well. You got the midfield battle as well. It's pretty even, isn't it? It's pretty even as well, because Inter Milan got done midfield, PSG got done midfield, and PSG got done attack. Inter Milan got done attack as well. I think it does all the way. To penalties for me, because I think all the battles are don't be even for me. It's don't be an even battle, in all areas of the pitch. So I think it does all the way to penalties for me. And who do I go for on penalties? Oh, could be any of them. Because Martinez got that penalty experience, hasn't he, from winning the World Cup with Argentina. So he'll be good at penalties. Barella as well. But then you got PSG, Enrique, you got Donnarumma, who has that experience of a penalty shootout with Italy, winning the Euros as well. And obviously Anfield, then Liverpool. I'm on the edge towards PSG. I think it's PSG's time now. I think PSG feel like it's their time. It's their time to finally win the trophy, to finally win the Champions League, and that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? Kylian Mbappe leads PSG to join Real Madrid, and PSG end up winning the Champions League. That would be karma at its best. So that's my prediction. Feel free to leave your prediction down below in the comments. Who do you think will win the UEFA Champions League?